One thing you have to love is spring weather in the Pacific Northwest. It's just gorgeous.
That is true right there. A little rain snow mix coming down this afternoon in Mukilteo. You recognize that face. That's Mark Wright getting outside to check things out. Now we'll take a look live at downtown Everett. Plenty of wet weather today, but we think you'll like the forecast coming up. That's at least what Adam Claibon promises. He's here with the weather. Adam.
Yeah, Sebastian, things going to quiet down tomorrow. More sunshine to come. And even as we end off today, we're seeing a few more peaks of sunshine. And I think tomorrow might bring a similar start where you might see maybe even a few snowflakes for parts of the lowlands as snow levels will drop here as we head into the night and early tomorrow. But the moisture is going to be heading out quickly. And at that same time, of course, the cold air is going to try to set up here across the region. So it's going to be a time thing for us. We'll talk more about that here in a second. But some of the wind gusts for today, which has been a big story. Camano Island coming in at 58 miles per hour. Painfield at 53, SeaTac at 44, Henderson Bay at 43. So that's good reason why we probably had some of those power outages here throughout the course of the day. Now, speaking of the current winds, we're seeing those pretty high. Whidbey Island at 37 miles per hour. We're at 25 at SeaTac. Currently right now at 14 miles per hour. And Renton and 15 out on the coast closer to Quileute. Now some of the gusts where you have these quick bursts of wind, those are a little higher. 46 at Oak Harbor, right now at 30 at Port Angeles, 31 at Tacoma, and sitting right now at 24 in Olympia. So those are still going to be around for us, especially into the early part of the evening. After sunset, many of us across Puget Sound will start to notice those dying off, however. Some clearing skies here in Everett as we take a live look at Painfield. The rain done for now. We'll see how much more of that develops with our convergence zone setting up. And right now in Seattle, seeing a few more of those areas of sunshine beginning to show themselves. 45 with a wind coming out of the southwest at 25 miles per hour. 47 in Renton for your current temperature. 41 in Shelton. There's a lot of the moisture now beginning to head farther to the east, but farther north right now, closer to the Canadian border. We got some areas of rain, some snow, and yeah, some thunderstorms up that way. Most of us not seeing any of that, but what we're going to keep an eye on, yes, how this moisture starts to come together again. You can start to see that line setting up just north of Seattle. That will be where that convergence zone will set up between about Seattle and Everett here as we head on into the evening. And then some more off and on shower activity farther south across the state. Wind advisories are still in effect for the coast and northern interior until midnight tonight. A little earlier for us closer to Puget Sound and the Kitsap Peninsula until 6 p.m. for those gusts closer to 50 miles per hour. Then we have to keep our eyes on the mountains because a lot of snow is going to be coming down into the night. For the central and northern Cascades, winter storm warning in effect until 5 a.m. Possible snow amounts between 4 to 9 inches, 1 to maybe 10 inches as you go southward where that winter weather advisory is. And seeing how things do start to take shape here as we go into the night, a lot of the moisture beginning to taper off. This is 8:30 and we don't see a lot for the lowlands, but up into the mountains, yes, a good amount of snow. And what's not showing up on here, I don't think the model is picking out that convergence zone and how well that's going to be in place here as we head into tomorrow morning. But that will break down into the afternoon tomorrow and then things will start to clear out. And it's within that convergence zone that we could see maybe a few snowflakes mixing in by early Monday morning and possibly late tonight. But amounts, yes, could be anywhere between about possibly 8 to 18 inches here as we go into the night with additional snow. So lows tonight, low to mid 30s. Yes, a few snowflakes possible. Not going to be much of an issue. We're not talking about accumulations for the lowlands at all. And then we'll see a few morning showers tomorrow. Then we'll start to dry out, see some partially clearing skies, partly sunny and back up to 55 heading into Tuesday, 59 by the time we head into Wednesday. And then first day of the MLB season for the Seattle Mariners, maybe a few showers around. I don't think that's going to have any impact on the game, though. We'll top off at 55 that afternoon.